Hi everyone, welcome to Storytime with Fairfield County Library. My name is Messina and I am so excited for Storytime today. Before we get started, I want to remind you that we are doing hybrid Storytimes, which means on top of our Storytimes online here, we are also doing them in person at the library. The in-person version of these Storytimes for the toddler/preschool age group are at 10:30 a.m. on Mondays. Okay, now that that's out of the way, are you guys ready for Storytime? Hispanic Heritage Month starts this week, so we're going to celebrate by reading books about famous Hispanic people or about characters with family from the Caribbean, Central America, or South America. Okay, our first book is Luci Soars, written and illustrated by Lulu Delacre and published by Philomel Books. I have no shadow. Mama says no one notices, but I do, and so do others. In the beginning, I didn't know I had no shadow. Que linda was the way people saw me. They didn't know either. But I grew up, and people stared. So I learned to walk, always in other people's shadows. But I longed to be in the light, until one day, at school, one day finally came. I was brave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Mean shadows pointed. Mean shadows laughed. Mean shadows stared. Their icy stares. Tears burned my cheeks, and I stopped and sniffled. I wiped my eyes and looked at the space where I had no shadow of my own. And I wondered, why do I need a shadow anyway? Does a shadow keep you on the ground? Something shifted deep, deep inside me. And outside, too. Mira, I heard Mama shout, está volando! And the mean kids with the shadows attached to the ground gasped. Silence. I drifted. The clouds tickled me and made me smile. Now I know my superpower, the superpower that makes me strong. I can change how I look at things. And so can you. All right, that was Luci Soars. What did you guys think? All right, our next book is Biblioburro, a true story from Colombia by Jeanette Winter and published by Beach Lane Books. Deep in the jungles of Colombia, there lives a man who loves books. His name is Luis. As soon as he reads one book, he brings home another. Soon the house is filled with books. His wife, Diana, grumbles. What are we going to do? Eat books with our rice? Luis thinks long and hard. At last, an idea pops into his head. I can bring my books into the faraway hills to share with those who have none. One burro can carry books, and another burro could carry me, and more books. Luis buys two sturdy little burros. He names them Alpha and Beto. He builds crates to hang on their backs and paints signs, Biblioburro, the Burro Library. Then Diana fills the crates with books. Every week, Luis and Alpha and Beto set off across the countryside to faraway villages in the lonely hills. This week, they travel to El Tormento. When the sun burns high in the sky, Luis and the burros stop at a stream to drink the cool water. After they have their fill, Beto balks. Luis pulls and pulls on Beto's reins, but Beto won't budge. The children are waiting for us! At last, the burro gives in and steps across the stream. Deep in the hills, the path is lonelier than ever. Bird songs are the only sounds they hear. Then, from deep in the shadows, a bandit leaps out. Please let us pass, Luis says. The children are waiting. The bandit scowls at the books, but he takes one and growls, Next time, I want silver. Give me your silver. The Biblioburro continues on its way over the hills until at last Luis sees houses below. The children of El Tormento run to meet him. Luis insists on reading a story before they choose books to borrow. Today I have a surprise for you, he says. He reaches behind the books and pulls out a bundle of masks. Little piglets! Put on a mask and I'll read you a tale about pigs. What story do you think he's telling? Did you guess the Three Little Pigs? I think that's what it is. When the story ends, it's time for everyone to choose a book. The children hold their books close as they say goodbye and walk home. Luis and Alpha and Beto head back over and around the hills, across the grasslands and streams, and into the sunset. At home, Luis feeds his hungry burros, and Diana feeds her hungry husband. But then, instead of sleeping, Luis picks up his book and reads deep into the night. And far away in the hills, candles and lanterns burn as the children read borrowed books deep into their night too. Alright, and here's some information about the real Biblioburro. That was Biblioburro. What'd you guys think? Alright everyone, thank you for coming to Storytime. Now, just because we're done reading does not mean we have to be done with Storytime. At the library, you can get something called a Storytime kit, which is a fun-filled activity kit that goes with the books we read today. Each kit comes with a coloring sheet, a craft, and a tasty recipe that you can make with your grown-ups. This week, our craft is this little mini sombrero. To get a kit, you need to come to the Fairfield County Library and look for some crates in the children's section. Now we have 2 crates, one for the Monday story times and one for the Wednesdays, so you want to make sure to grab the right kits or you could end up with something completely different. The kits for this story time are in the Toddler Preschool crate. They're the red ones. We have new kits every week, so make sure to check back in every time we do a new story time. Okay everyone, thank you for coming to Storytime. Now, it's time to say goodbye, but I look forward to seeing you all next time. And I hope to see you in the library this week to pick up your Storytime kit. Bye!